So one of the things I wanted to do for my projects is actually change the position of the weapon depending on what's happening. To do this, I actually use procedural animation. Now, actually, there's two ways to do this. I use both, but you can use one depending on whatever you're more comfortable with. So the first way is script-based. Pretty much what I did is I parented my weapon prefab and then used a script to basically interpolate its position between different locations depending on what's happening. I just set a target and switched the target based off the player's input. Now, the other way to do this is actually by using the Animator controller. I actually made some base animations to kind of set the position of each place where I wanted the weapon to be, and then I switched between them as a base layer in the Animator controller. Then added an additive layer on top of that to actually add my animations. Both of these work pretty well. I feel like I like the script one maybe a little bit more, but honestly, they both do the job. Now, another thing that I actually do is adding an offset by the mouse input to the weapon prefab to actually give it a little bit extra movement. It's kind of jarring when you actually just see the gun moving directly with the camera, but adding a little bit of offset using the mouse inputs is actually a really nice way to break that up. I use a pretty simple tutorial that works basically perfectly for everything I actually want to do, so I'll just add that into the description. Now, one more thing I do that's purely aesthetic is actually camera lean. Now, camera lean is really basic, but I like the feedback it gives the player. This one's also really simple. I just interpolate the camera's rotation between two different positions based on the player's input. The script's really simple, I'll just show it here. But yeah, those are three different things that I've just used for my projects and actually worked pretty well. So yeah, hope these help.